Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a magic review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. Today, gonna look at a new card trick because why, kids? Because I love card tricks. I love card tricks. This channel started off as just me reviewing playing cards, decks of cards for my collection, and I, casually mentioned that I was into magic tricks, and then people started asking me to review magic tricks, and then I started reviewing magic tricks. So I'm here to save you money. I'm here to save you money because I'm lucky enough and fortunate enough to have companies and magicians send me stuff for free, then I'm able to open it and tell you exactly what your money gets you. Today we're gonna look at Just the Soul from Adrian Vega. Now this is a $40 effect, and you can find this at your favorite Murphy's Magic retailer. You can purchase this in a red gimmick or a blue gimmick. So let's say you pay your 40 bucks. What is it all about? What is Just the Soul? Well, Just the Soul is actually two tricks. It's two effects. The main body, right, the main trick is really any card at any number. Well, it's really a card at any number, is really what it is. It's a predicted card at any number. But the second trick, Just the Soul, the one that it's titled after, is really a smaller add-on bonus effect that comes at the end of the larger card at any number effect. But how it goes is you have a single card, single prediction card, red-backed card, folded up, paper clipped in a wine goblet, or just laying on the table right there. It's in plain view the entire time, and there are no switches. There's no switches, okay? You have a deck of cards. You can fan it, show it's completely shuffled. There's no extras. It is actually a completely normal deck of cards because this trick does not come with a deck of cards. You will supply your own deck. And then you just have the spectator name any number. Any number from 1 to 52, there's no force. There's no force, there's no equivoque. The spectator can name any number. You then hand the deck to the spectator. They count down to their number. They look at their chosen card. And then, with nothing in your hands, you reach over, pull the card out of the goblet, undo the paperclip, open it up, and it will be the same card, the card they counted down to. Pretty cool. All right, Just the Soul. Like I said, this comes in red or blue. So it'd be good to have a contrasting color. So if you normally use a red back deck, then get the blue gimmick. You know what I'm saying? So if you normally use a blue deck, get the red gimmick. Get a contrasting color so people know that this is a totally different card. You're not palming the card out of the deck and making it appear over in the goblet. You're not doing that. There's no Mercury card fold in this trick, okay? No Mercury card fold, no switches. And no hard slides, no hard slides. You're able to do this trick with no hard slides. The gimmick does all the work for you. Your $40 will get you a single gimmick, okay, one single gimmick that is able to appear as though it could be other cards. So even though you're getting a single card, that single card is pretty magical. It's pretty magical, and it can, it has a lot of properties to it that Mr. Hofneiser originated. So if you get what I'm throwing down, okay, it's a very special gimmick. And you're also getting the download code to the video, and the video is roughly 46 minutes long. Is it what I thought? I didn't really even know what to expect. I didn't know what to expect because the box was kind of big, and I thought, well, maybe there's a whole deck in there. I figured it was some sort of whole deck trick. And so opening the box and just seeing a single envelope, and then opening the envelope and seeing a single card, I was a little like, oh, this is it? This is $40, I get a single card? But what a single card. How are the angles? The angles are, they're okay. I will say that if you're sloppy with this and you don't learn how to use this special card, you could flash. You could flash a couple of things. You could flash the wrong revelation. You could flash the properties of the card, and then people would know that it's not a real card. If you do it right, if you practice, your spectators should never question. They should just think that it's a regular folded in fourths card, and they would never ask to see it. Can they be inspected? The deck can be inspected all day long because the standard deck, the folded gaff card, of course, you cannot inspect it at all. Yeah, no, please no. What's the overall quality and production value of the video? You got Adrian Vega teaching you. He's in a darkened room. He is well mic'd. There's no background music. Most of it is over the hands, over the table shot of just his hands. As far as what he's going to teach you, you get the trailer. You'll get an intro and crediting. He'll talk about what you get and how the gimmick works. And he'll talk about how to open the quarter folded card. He does it with a paperclip attached to it. He does it with it balanced in a glass, but you could do it any way you want. Then he's going to talk about how to force specific cards in the deck using the spectator's freely selected number. He's going to give you ideas for in the hands and pulling it from the card box. And yes, you'll have to do a little bit of finagling, a little bit of trickiness with the deck before you hand it to the spectator to have them count down. But it's very casual. It doesn't look like you're doing anything. Then he's going to walk you through the full card to any number routine, which is a studio routine. And he's going to break it all down for you. And that's really the bulk of the entire video. And then at the end, there's a bonus routine called Just the Soul. This he does with a live spectator. There's no microphone on this. It's very echoey. But in essence, what he has is the deck of cards in a box, okay? And he hands that to the spectator and he says, this box contains just the soul of the deck, okay? The soul. And I want you to tell me what the soul of the deck is. And so the spectator then names any number, right? Any number in the deck. And then they name any suit, okay? And then you pop the tuck case open and slide out a single card. And then you say, there was only one card in here to begin with, and it was the soul of the deck. What did you say? And you said 9 of diamonds, and you open it up, and it's the 9 of diamonds. Is it well made? It is well made. They are handmade from Bicycle Cards, right? United States Playing Card Company. I will say that it is a multiple out gimmick, okay? And there are 4 outs. 4 outs. So, yeah. And also, obviously, because it's a card that's folded into quarters, the gimmick will always have some bends and creases on the back and front. Pocket space, there's really only 2 things you're going to need. You need an entire deck of cards, right? And the prediction card. And that's everything. So you could really use any deck you want. You could use your favorite deck. How much practice does it require? There's a couple things you have to practice, but there are no hard slides. I mean, there is not even a double lift in this entire routine, okay? This is beginner level magic. Anybody could do this. The first thing you need to do is practice on opening the quartered card without flashing the properties of the card. He's going to give you lots of advice and tips on how to do that. Listen to him. Don't just think you know how to do this and just start playing with it, because it's not going to look right, okay? Open the card the way he tells you. He's going to tell you exactly how to do it. And really, if you get to the point where you can look straight ahead and not look down at what you're doing, right? If you can look straight ahead, so practice in a mirror. If you can look straight ahead and do it without looking, it's going to look so natural and so clean, your spectator's never even going to think that that card has magical properties. Second thing you're going to have to practice is figuring out what number they said, right? Because they can pick any number they want. So they say 14 or they say 26. Then you have to figure out where you need them to go in the deck. And you need to figure out with math, right? With math, how to make your force card move to their number. Now, it's not hard math. It's not a hard calculation, but it is going to take some memory work. He will also include a single page PDF with all the math right there for you. And hopefully you'll be able to practice this enough to where you can do this really quickly. How much setup and reset is there? It is a very minimal deck stack. You're basically going to put your 4 force cards in key places in the deck that you'll be able to remember. Positives. All right, so what are the positives? Just the Soul looks like a real miracle. And there's no difficult sleights. Works great live, works great over Zoom or Skype. All right, so the negatives. What are the negatives? There's actually a couple negatives for me. The first is Adrian Vega has a really strong accent, and so you're gonna have to pay very close attention to what he's saying. This is not a video that you can kind of watch casually, all right? Sometimes I'll watch a video like, you know, while I'm multitasking or doing something else. You really can't do that with this. You really need to dial in to what he's saying and to kind of grab every word. Another negative is the gimmick can't be handed out, right? The gimmick can't be handed out. So You're just going to have to do it well enough so that the spectator never asks. Third, there's math involved, right? And if you watch my channel, you know I hate math. I hate math. I hate math. I hate numbers. And it doesn't matter how simple it is. They could say it's the most simplest thing in the world. You're really only going to move 1 or 2 cards. For me, it doesn't matter. As soon as I start putting numbers in my head that it's a calculation that I'm doing while I'm talking or looking like I'm supposed to be doing something else, it just becomes too difficult. And I admit I have a learning disability, and it's kept me away from doing other things in life, not just magic tricks, other stuff. And so, yeah, I will say the math is easy. It is easy. And those of you who are good with numbers, you're going to fly right through this. But for me, it was a little too difficult. Another negative for me was there was no shuffle in this. The cards come right out of the box, and he goes directly into the trick. You can show all the cards shuffled. You can show the cards, the card faces before you begin. But it would have been nice to start with a false shuffle. Now I realize you have to keep the cards in an order. So if you can do false shuffles, if you can retain the deck in an order, I'm going to think this is going to kill so much stronger for you. Okay? If you can do a false shuffle and retain the order before you go into this, that is going to be so much better, because now you're proving to the spectator the order is completely mixed up, number one. And number two, you picked any number, right? So there's no way I could have known the card that would be at that number. Without the false shuffle, then it kind of feels a little prearranged. Is it worth your money? Like I said, it is $40, and you're going to get a nice big box, but the box is really light. And when you open it up, 1 envelope, 1 card. You'll be a little underwhelmed. A little underwhelmed when you open it up. But if you like the premise and you get what I'm throwing down through this, you don't have to build it, right? You don't have to build it yourself, and it is handmade, and it's a beautifully made card. But don't just take my word for it. Don't take my word for it. I am not the only magic review channel out there. I'm not even the best magic review channel out there. Please go watch other magic reviews. That's why they exist. They want to help you just like I do. And so Magic World, go watch Magic World. They did a review for this as well. All right, that's everything I can say about Just the Soul from Adrian Vega. I, of course, want to thank Murphy's Magic Supplies for allowing me to have this so that I could do the review for you. And if you want to purchase it for yourself, you can find it at your very favorite Murphy's Magic dealer. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye. But wait, do you want to learn more about the t-shirt I was wearing in today's video? Of course you do. That's from my Teespring store. If you scroll down into the description area, you can click any one of those t-shirt graphics. It'll take you out to Teespring and show you my Magic Orthodoxy apparel. That's right. I've got several different styles and colors and price points to choose from, including my King of Clubs Black Roses exclusive Daniel Schneider tee. If you appreciate what I do, that is a great way to support this channel. Thanks.